Number 7, once we find someone, we often overthink it. Is this the one? Is there someone better out there? That's where Matthew Hussey, relationship coach and New York Times bestselling author, comes in. He's been coaching people for years on how to make love work without the mind games.
Sometimes we're wanting something else because there's, the person that's in front of us isn't compelling enough. There really is something lacking in that relationship. Mm-hmm. But I do think we have to ask ourselves, what are the things that I really must have for an amazing relationship? I'm not there's the one out there kind of a person. I've never been that way. If anyone looks back through my videos, and you know this because we've spoken about it, the idea of the one. So I think that it's finding someone that we look at what's really important to us, not what's important on an egoic level. Because I think a lot of the things that make us question whether this person is right for us are ego-based. I don't think they're based on how we feel around this person. We worry, is this the kind of person my friends think that I should be with? Do they look the part? Are they my normal type?
Do they make the right amount of money?
Yeah, like has this person come in the package that I had always told myself they would come in? And those things can be really, really limiting. And they can have us like constantly trying to optimize for some version of something that we think we're supposed to be with, which is a very dangerous way to go about finding love. You can't optimize for human beings. You can optimize for a lot in life, but you're dealing with people. By the way, even if you let go of this person, you're going to find someone else who's also imperfect, and they might, okay, this person is, scores a 7 in this area and they score a 9, but guess what? They score a 3 in this other area that you didn't even know was great in this relationship because you took for granted how amazing that person was in that way. Like it's very dangerous to optimize in that way in our love life. And I've come to really believe in life that if you find a connection that has all the right raw materials and you both have the same level of commitment, then you can build something extraordinary together. And actually the extraordinary is the thing you sculpt together. It's no different from a career. When we think of what are we worried about in our love life? For so many of us, it's that we're going to settle.
Yes.
I'm going to settle for the wrong person.
All right. So he already answered the question there, guys. He literally said you need to basically have, and I agree with everything he said, you need to have that thing that you're looking for. And as Christians, for most of us, that's going to be prioritizing God. Are they prioritizing God? And depending on where you're at in your faith, it's going to look different. I remember at first I was dating somebody and I was like, oh, I just need them to go to church. And then after a while I was like, oh, I don't need them just to go to church. I need them to really be deep in their faith, really be pursuing God in everything that they have, right? And really holding themselves to certain standards. And that's kind of what he's explaining right here. And one thing that's super important is do not allow the world to determine who your partner is. That's essentially what he was saying, and it relates to, the spirit versus the world, right? Are we allowing the thoughts of, all these people in our lives to impact us, or do we understand what that one thing is in our lives that this person has to meet? And he literally said they need to be raw, meaning that they don't need to have the bells and whistles. They don't need to come with that. But raw, meaning they have the foundations that to something that you guys could build together.